For number 5, our circle equation is already in standard form, so I can use the x minus 5 and the y plus 3 to figure out my center point, and then I'll use that 16 to give me the radius. So my center point here, if you pay attention to our standard circle equations, right, then you should know that if that's a negative 5, then my x value for my center point is going to be a positive 5. If that is a positive 3, then my y value is just the 0 of that. It's going to give me a negative 3, and again, that's for my center point. So the center point is going to be at positive 5, negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead, start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 3, 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and mark that point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, should be right there. Unless I screwed up somewhere. Didn't mean to really make it that big. Let's go ahead and 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 should be right there. All right, so for the rest of the graphing part of this, I have to know what my radius is. This is how you get that. Your radius is going to be r squared equals 16, because that's how it sets up in your standard form of your equation. The 16 is the result of the radius being squared. So square root of 16 and square root of r, right? That's how you do that. R equals positive 4. Now, it's one of those times where you take a square root and you only use the positive value this time. That's because you're measuring a distance. The distance of the radius is 4. You can't have a radius of a negative 4. It's only the positive 4. So I've got my center point. I'm just going to go ahead for easy graphing purposes. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 above, put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the bottom. And then to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got some points on my circle, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it right here. Should basically be that. And that's what most of y'all did. I give you the credit. If you got your center point and you've got some points on there, you can get a pretty good little circle out of it. Great thing about this is to graph it, you have to know what 6 and 7 are already. So if you get 5 right, you should be able to get 6 and 7 right, because 6 is going to be the center point, which we already determined was 5, negative 3. That's a crap 3, but I mean, y'all's used to it by now, right? So 5, negative 3. The radius is 4. We already did that math. So we can go ahead and look at number 8. At number 8, the only thing we need is the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola down here. So the vertex is where it turns and goes back the other way. So it's right there. So if I was going to go ahead and figure out these coordinates, I know this is the origin. I go to the right 1, so it's going to be an x value of 1. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 6. So I should have 1, positive 6 is that vertex of my parabola.